Hey, what's up? Crazy start. Hello, folks. Thanks for showing up. I hope everybody's having a good week or had a good weekend. I'm so used to doing Wednesday night. I'll be here Wednesday night too. Since I wasn't here Saturday, I figured I'd hang out with you guys on my last bit of the birthday. Wasn't much going on, so I figured I'd come and hang out. I hope everybody is doing well. So what's up? That's about all I can say. Just to hang out, shoot some crap for a little bit. Vixen, hello, dear. And Batmom, thank you. Elatra, I love your stuff. And so much of it is true there. Anyways, what's up? How you doing, Vixen? Yes, I will probably email your barcode tomorrow, or your tracking code. Thank you very much. Checking in, just left her. Oh, the carnivore chat. Just what I want to go. Somewhere to make me even hungry. Thank you, Vixen, so much. Yes, it's been a pretty chill day. I think me and Pop weren't up to doing much, so we just kind of piddle-paddled around the house. And tomorrow's a busy day. So I'll probably just go to midnight and hang out, like I said, the last 2 hours of my official birthday. Well, hello there, Miss Grey Wolf. How are you tonight? Excuse me, I chucked the coffee down. Shouldn't have done that. I am good, and how are you, baby? I'm good. It's been, like I said, chill day. So good to see you. I hope you are well in the Great White North. You guys are getting some nice weather up there, though. So hopefully you're enjoying it. Probably a little too hot for you. That's so nice to see everybody. I'm glad you guys showed up. Thank you so much. Just found out I couldn't spell hernia. I never could spell it right. And I had a belly button hernia. And they had to give me one of those meshes. And then it on me. I ended up getting a little money out of it. Nice fall here. Right now, we're hitting a hot streak. You guys are probably feeling a bit of it, too. Our leaves are not, they're changing slow. I figured over the cold spell we had, we'd have a better change. But it warmed up too fast. A lot of leaves are just drying up and falling off. It is like super dry here right now. We really could use the rain. Then they'd probably really kick into gear. But I guess we're supposed to be like 90 tomorrow. I'm pretty sure, Vixen, is it pretty much the same type of weather up there? I know you guys are at decent temp. Our temps are still in the 70s. Yeah, you guys are right. A little warmer than I like to be, but that's where I like to be. I prefer during the summer, I like the fall temperatures and the winter temperatures. And a little bit of the spring temperature. Just before it heats up. I don't mind the heat. I love the cold. It doesn't bother me. But yeah, it's like super nice. So the only thing here right now is the humidity jumped up today. That kind of caught me off guard, because I'm not used to mid-September being humid. And it's supposed to be real bad tomorrow, too. Me and Dad were debating today if we were going to turn on the air conditioner. I'm like, well, it's supposed to be 90 tomorrow, I believe, or in the high 80s. They said we were supposed to get rain this weekend, but I don't think we're going to get it. I think they've changed it again. I haven't looked. I've been loafing all day. A little bit, like I said, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Just enjoying the day. I did kind of yesterday, too, and I need to stop doing that. Though I did get a lot done yesterday. I got a pile of laundry sitting on my bed. Waiting for the maid to come do it. This butler's retired for now. This is the butler's day off. But yeah, I don't want to get, let's see. Let's do this. I'm trying to think of something because I kind of just decided to do this. I said something to her yesterday about it. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be doing nothing. And I got to kind of make up for Saturday. So it was about 90. Yeah, changed my wiper motor chassis and tried myself. Okay. I got it now. But yeah, I guess you guys are probably toastier than we are. Now, have you guys gotten any rain lately? I know that was above you guys was raining pretty good, and they were getting storms off and on. Right now, we're sitting at 73. Bounty Hunter, thank you very much. Happy Earth Day, boy. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for your Facebook. All of the guys, all you folks that left Facebook messages, thank you so much. Made my day. So, and I could have used it. Even though I woke up in great spirits, got a little toasty Saturday night. So, that's why I didn't stream. I wasn't Steve that night. Let's put it that way. Even though I'm a lovable drunk. So, yeah, just been chilling. Me and Pop down when we doing stuff. Pop's feeling a little tired and pooped out, so we just kind of hung out and I kind of worked on the house. Pretty casual day. Played Fortnite. You can guess with who. And yeah, there's that bacon. We love that bacon. And that's about it. Yeah, it's been a good day. I didn't get myself a cake, though. I wasn't going to bake myself a cake. So, see, my son's birthday is next Monday. He's exactly 7 days after me. Thank you, Mr. Jarvis. I appreciate it, sir. But my son's birthday is next Monday. So I think I'm going to get a cake or something during the week sometime. We'll celebrate them together. He's at baseball. He should be home by now if he's not already. Bacon. Thank you very much, Chris. I'm catching up on Alien Earth. I like it. We'll see what goes. But yeah. So his birthday's next week. It's pretty funny. He turns 33. I turned 63. And Dad turned 93 just in June. So it's wild. But yeah. The bacon. Well, I'll tell you what, Gray Wolf. Between you and Cindy Lee and I'm sure Vixen, you guys can send all that food over to me anytime. Make Pop happy. But just don't send it U.S. mail. Didn't I send you a Funko or something last birthday and stickers? Yes, you did, sir. You sure did. The Funko Pops are behind me and the stickers are right here. We're trying to do something creative with them because I really don't want to unpeel them, but I want to put them in order. You know what I'm saying? Put the movies because they're not in order. Oof. So I want to put them all in order. He must be home now because the dog's going nuts. I made cinnamon buns today. Oh, that sounds so good. Those are my favorite when it comes to donuts and pastries like that. Yeah, I want to, but like I said, I'm going to have to cut them apart because they're not in order. They're not in chronological order. They're just all like spread out on this big piece of paper on two pieces. I think it's two. Yeah, it's two. Heck, your notes even still in here. But see, it's on one big, huge piece of paper. And I want to put the movies in order if I do that. But see, they're all on these like, it's on like one bit. I think it's two. Yeah, it's on, no, three, see? And they're not in order. I want to make sure they're all in order. But yeah, I kept them real close because I want to do that. Did you get the shirt link I sent you on message? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Thank you. I didn't answer back. Me and Messenger don't get along because there are times I don't get any notifications at all sometimes. I just happened to stumble on it. I just didn't get a chance to answer you back. But yes, I got them. Thank you. I'm going to check that out too. Excuse me. Did you click on Ryan's? Chris, go to my birthday thing, and Ryan put a link in there for Godzilla. It is hilarious. Yeah, Miss Lindsay, the Miss Grey Wolf has joined us tonight. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's hilarious. I laughed my butt off. But yeah, I'll check out the shirt. There's a couple links you sent me that I got put away that I'm going to go check out. I just grabbed money. Money. But no, I'm looking at a few things because I saw this really cool. DC's putting out like graphic novel sets, all in order, and each case has a different. You get each book, but they're nice. I would love to have that. Like I said, I sold a lot of collectors. So. So I'm working towards that first. Mr. Latra, he's been talking about steaks all night and roasts. I bought myself a project. It keeps me busy all summer. 9. Yeah, it's always nice to have something to do. That's why I build models. Though I have been so anyway, so I haven't even had a chance to sit down and do that. Well, hello there, Mr. New England. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. Not much. I'm just hanging out for my last couple hours of my birthday. Figured it was a Monday. Nobody was doing much, so figured, hey, come in about 10 and leave about midnight. Hang out, shoot the crap. Hey, glad you stopped in now. I'm sure the boss is either sneaking in every so often or so. Thank you, sir, very much. Appreciate it. What's in? Oh, there you go. Thanks, Chris. I'll keep those. I'm going to put them off to the side. Thank you, sir. All right. Cool breeze. Thank you. I'm going to do that. I appreciate it. Got a 24 vintage motorhome. You do? Do you really? How much you want for it? Hold on. I forgot to hit my live chat. I don't want Nightmare coming in here and giving me a hard time. There we go. Now everybody's chat's showing up. That's nice. Is it in good shape? Gray Wolf? 24 foot. Man, that's nice. It is a motorhome. It's all one unit. That's nice. An 83 too. Who's it made by? Do you know who it's made by? It is now. It is now. Nice. I missed Lotros here. One sec. We cooked fish for dinner. Local groceries carrying. Oh, nice. And golf shrimp too. Very nice. I would move to Canada if I could get after this past week. Yeah, I know. If I go north, I'm going all the way north. I'm going to the territories. I'm going as far north as I can go. Already got one friend up there that we haven't heard from for 4 months now. But his mom and dad says they're not worried about him, so. And he knows what he was doing. I will give him that. I'm sure we'll hear from him. A Ford E35 Con. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Did you just get it? the old motor homes usually have big block engines. Yeah, they are easy to fix. Yeah, that's why I'm looking for an older one. Yep, it's a 460. Oh, nice. I don't like the overhead lighting except for the kitchen and the bathroom. I so much prefer floor or table lamps. I'm the same way, to be honest. I'm not a ceiling light guy. New England, squatch up there, eat people, Steve. That's all right. No, I'm talking about northern Canada. Go all the way up toward the Arctic Circle. Hang around that Arctic Circle line, like a lot of guys do. 460 is not bad. No, it's not. I'm a GM guy, so I never worked on one. Oh, you are a GM guy? That's wild. It's a 460, but it shouldn't be too bad. Is it a 3 on a tree by any chance? Is it a stick up here, or is it manual? I mean, it's automatic. Ugh. Sorry about that. That's all right, Chris. I'll take my chances. Hayden, the mechanic. What's up? How are you doing? Welcome, Hayden. How you doing? Have a seat, relax. Yeah, we're talking about Grey Wolf's got a motorhome. It's right here. It's a 40, 30, 50 Consair. Nice one. Sounds like it's got a 460 in it. Going to be there trying to get it. It's into anime. Yeah, probably. Nah, I wouldn't do that. Actually, if I go that far north, I'm cutting everything. No electronics, no nothing. Can't wait to go boondocking. That's nice. Vixen had the one, and she sold it. But it's hard to travel around by yourself. You got company, so that's good. I'm good. How about you? We are good. I'm glad you stopped in. Thanks for coming in. And True Carnivores. Yes, they are, Latra. I watched Nosferatu recently. I thought it was pretty good. Everybody says it's good. I haven't watched it yet. But man, I love the original. The silent black and white is just so creepy. It was okay. I want to see the one with the boat. What was that black set? What's the name of the one, Chris, with the boat where it's Dracula come over on the sea? And it talks about that story. What was the name of it? Oh my god. Now I drew a blanket. Inuits have bad teeth. Not all of them. Nope. Going alone. Be careful. Ask Vixen about that. So just, be careful, sweetie. Make sure you're packed. Last Forager of the Demir. Thank you very much, New England. Most of them, yeah. That is true. Nope, going alone. Yeah, just be careful. But it'll be a blast. Are you staying up there, or are you going to go around as far as you can? Grey Wolf. Well, I'm a Mopar guy, but I respect them. Well, hate working on a few. My dad's a mechanic. Unfortunately, he had 4 boys, and none of us were. I was a printer. He likes all of them. So, and he's classic car guy. Ravenous was the distributing movie. Okay. Yeah, that movie looked good. I haven't watched that one yet either. I keep missing it every time it goes to stream. Did you see there's 2 to 28 years later coming on? Yeah, I heard that. I'm like, already, man? Did that last one, did it do that good? I kind of heard. I was just waiting. I'm going to watch it here pretty soon. I know it's in streaming, so I'm now obsessed with the movie Headhunter. That's a good movie, dude. Fairly local till I get comfortable. That's the way to start. Grey Wolf. That's the perfect way to start. Stay local, stay close, and then work your way out. You should have a good time. Enjoy yourself. Just be careful. Make sure you have the proper protection. Latro's our mechanic too. Changed my wiper motor today. Solved an airbag light by resetting the fuse of the sets. Still looking for a parasitic draw. I heard 28 was a little hard to overcome the logic loopholes. That's what I heard too. Thank you, Mr. Ryan. I was telling Chris to go look at that birthday you sent me. The Godzilla. I love that. Thanks, dude. That was hilarious. I was laughing. Yeah, you're a pro bicycle guy, mechanic. You got to change that chain every 5 minutes now. I want my old, what I call wheelie bike back. I would love to find one or rebuild one again. Well, thank you, Mr. Hayden. I appreciate that. I really do. Been watching the spinoff of The Office called The Paper. Oh, really? Is it any good? Yeah, I did. I totally enjoyed it, Ryan. The truck is 30 years old. Oh, you guys talking? What's the vehicle, Latro? It's okay. Oh, really? I hate when they sometimes the spinoffs are just never any good. Sometimes you get lucky. Yeah, Ryan's in here to give me hassle. He got lucky I didn't go steal his Cheetos and his cake and his coffee today because, it's my birthday. I thought it'd be nice. Plus, he sent me such a funny birthday. So, 90 Suburban K2500 4x4 beast. Yeah, that is a big beast, buddy. That is a beast. Does it have a rear wiper motor? It must have. He said he was changing one. I am kind of an addict to bike. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, man. I personally, I tried riding a motorcycle. It almost killed me twice. So yeah, I gave that up. But I love bikes. I'm just not a racer kind of bike dude. But I love cruising on a bike. Damaging the pay, yeah. Hey, now the Cheetos are off. Still my coffee and Cheetos, and we'll have a Kaju battle. Bring it, buddy. No, oh, it does not, Latra? Nope, barn doors on the back. Oh, barn doors. Oh, wow. Are the ones that open this way or this way? Now, those are not called barn doors, are they? Monarch Legacy Season 2 is supposedly coming in November. Yes, I heard. Keeping my fingers crossed. Yeah, I'm kind of anxious for that. We need a new Gamera movie, bring back the turtle. I totally agree with you, Ryan. Those last couple of movies they did were not that bad. They were in the right track. I still think if they would just work with Toho Studios and let Gamera join the Godzilla universe, it would be so cool. I saw a video where this guy was saying Gamera is the only one that could defeat Godzilla, and I was laughing so hard. But I love Gamera. Actually, I saw the original Godzilla first. Mom turned me on to it. And right after that, she showed me Gamera, and I loved them both so much. Except the old Gameras had the old little Jeffy kids, and it was so kiddie. It was almost like the old Godzillas and a couple of those. Bounty. Gamera is really neat. He is filled with For me, we've got man, you never imagine the turtle stew that would make. Actually, the hunter stew that would make. Ooh, ready on the live action Voltron. Yeah, I'm ready for that too. We'll see how that goes because that was one of my cartoons in the day growing up. If grounds get attention, most important is you guys are still talking. That's great. I love it. We need to see Gamera versus Gojira Rodan. Oh, that would be awesome. That would be a great movie, actually. Monster Stomp. Dude, did you see the solar flare, the coronal hole that was in the sun that everybody said it looked like a butterfly? Have you seen that? Here, let me show you a picture. Huh. I sent you this. I made a comment on Facebook. Let's see if I can find the picture. I think I can. Right there. Well, why aren't you popping up there, buddy? Hold on. I hate when it does that crap. Okay, thank you. These. Don't do that. Did I click it off? Now where'd it go? God, I hate that. There we go. I'm trying to make it smaller. It's huge. There we go. Okay. Share screen. Windows. Where's that? Where'd it go? How come it's not on the screen? What happened? Hold on. I don't know why it's doing that. Hold on. That was weird. Screen share. Windows. Here. There we go. Switch the other way. Yeah, you see that? That corona hole? Everybody goes, oh, it looks like a butterfly. And I said, no, it looks like Rodan. But that thing's huge. That's been facing us now for the last, week? It's just now getting to the other side. That thing was huge. We're still getting slammed with solar winds. So people who have a lot of ear ringing going on, this might be why. That might be why. Let me catch up here. Good talking cars. I love it. I'll have to get my dad in here. I think he's in bed. Whoever thought to combine Alien and Predator should be slapped. I love the Alien Predator movies. I think they could do a lot better. And they've intertwined the storylines. So, but that's, I see your point of view. I'm just trying to get caught up. Thank you. Yeah, comic books, yeah. And has more to do with Blade Runner. You think? It could. Why couldn't Blade Runner run during all this too at one point? Godzilla's like hold on one sec. Sorry about that. I'm getting grounds for the divorce coffee grounds. I'm trying to catch up on everybody here. You guys are cruising. I love it. I was too busy screwing around with that picture. Yes, filming Prey 2 at the moment. Yes, and I'm ready. I'm trying to catch on the ones. I'm loving Latro's talking mechanics. I'm missing everything. Terminator and the Matrix. Dark City. Ooh. You think? That makes sense, New England. Okay, I think I'm caught up now. It wasn't in Hollywood. Scott okayed it too. He regretted it, but it was still official. They're not even supposed to be watching this shit. Why? Why is he not? That's funny. I'm glad everybody's having a good time. That's what it's about. Ladies disappeared. How are you ladies out there doing? Yeah, the guys got to talking. That's funny. I hope you ladies are still hanging around listening to the chat. I know there's a lot going on. So it's a Monday night. It's interesting. I was surprised. He got in trouble with. Oh, he got in trouble with someone. Ooh, interesting. Picking on each other. Just lurking, you're fine. Great Wolf, I'm just making sure everybody's still here. You guys got to rambling. You got guys talking mechanics, which I think is awesome. Nice. Too bad Dad's not up. I'd have him sitting in here. I'm just teasing. Oh, you're fine. I'm glad everybody's smiling and having a good time and relaxing. That's what it's all about. The world's crazy right now. Everybody just needs to take a chill pill and catch a breath, calm the soul, calm the mind. So how do you follow people in chat? I'm trying to stay in touch with y'all. Just subscribe to Gemma's channel. Things are going to be changing up. So, and I do streams. I did tonight just because I missed Saturday night. And it's my birthday, so I figured it's a Monday night. Nobody could be doing a whole lot, so I figured I'd stream my last 2 hours of my birthday officially. And just hang out. But I usually stream Wednesdays and Saturdays, and then me and Gemma stream on Fridays. Right now, every other Friday. And then she releases a video every Tuesday night at 10. And she's got shorts. And she's got some of mine. And then I have a channel where I just piddle around playing with the shorts. Not much. I haven't done much lately, so. Yeah, just we're all here, so. I like the TV. I missed the TV, the Terminator series. I kind of liked it. Sarah Connor Chronicles, yeah. That show was awesome. Good versus evil now, folks. Yep, it sure is, Chris. It literally is. I'm good. I'm not caught up in all the movie stuff. Oh, you're fine, Bounty Hunter. I'm just a geek, a nerd. You can see by the collectibles, I'm a Batman, Godzilla, dragons, gamer. When I get my email fixed, I'll post an email dedicated to social media transitioning to PC now. Chris, we're watching a movie. What movie are you watching? Well, this movie is rated M for guys. Now be nice. The movie Doom got panned, but I liked it. The Doom movie, the original wasn't too bad. And I mean, what do you expect for the time? Could have been better, yes. And then the new one they released, the other one, it's all right. And then but I play the games. I love the games. I've played all the games. I haven't gotten a new one yet because I'm kind of waiting because I'm replaying the other two. The movie Earth Ascensioning. Started Dark Wolf, the terminal list. Oh, really? I can't believe they are coming out with another Street Fighter. I know. Which cat? With a cast, the movie. You think? I haven't seen the cast yet. Don't tell me I'll go look later if they've already released some of the cast. Yeah, I was never, even Dead or Alive, when they made that movie, I was kind of like, come on, you do better than this. If aliens abduct me, I'm pushing the big red button that destroys her. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff talking about that thing coming at us, Atlas. A lot of people think that it is a ship. I have a lot of theories on that. I'm guessing they've been watching it for a while. And then you hear about the other one that shot out from the sun on the other side, right? The comet that came out, it has a huge tail. Man, that sucker's bright. You can see it. I mean, you can get, Mike had seen it. I could see it with my regular telescope. I was impressed. That thing's bright as crap. Just pretend it was an accident. Oops. I thought it was the cappuccino machine. That's awesome. Yeah, I love games. I used to play games that calm issues. With my Tourette's, I get the shakes sometimes. So I have to watch how long I play. I'll start getting real bad tremors, but yeah, I still play. I mean, I've been playing since the system started coming out. So, I mean, I've got my PlayStation 1. I got my PlayStation 2. We got our PlayStation 1, our PlayStation 2, our PlayStation 3, our PlayStation 4. I got a 5 right here. All the other ones are set out in the living room. We go out there every so often, go retro. And you guys are going to that game, Diva. I'm just waiting for the board to show up. Yeah, really. I'm trying to get out on Sunday evening just to have a one beer. There you go. You should do it, New England. Where the hell is the 36 explosive space? I miss good Bugs Bunny cartoons. Well, Smoochy, thank you very much, dear. I appreciate it. Not a gamer, but I appreciate it very much, Smoochy. Thank you. Please, Lord, if I'm abducted, don't let it be the grays, the short little guys with the. I've heard the horror stories being taken in the dead of night, laid out on a table like Christmas turkey. I've heard it. I die of fright. Guys are reading too much into things. Look, you might get lucky and get a sexy alien. They might want you for a hybrid project. There you go. Ugh. No, I'm just being silly. I'm sorry. Hope you're having a good Monday, Smoochy. I was going to say good week because it's usually Wednesday. At this point, I want to call them. They left me here anyway. They left me here anyway. I love it. Ron wants to be abducted by the Amazons so he can have a snook. A snook. Sexy. If only had the luck. Really, you know? Those sexy alien lady. I'll take a green one to go. Sorry, ladies. I'm sorry. Amazonians. That's hilarious. Actually, Chris, he's got a secret crush on the Mothra twins. He doesn't like to talk about it. Why are you telling my secrets, bro? No, I just told him your deepest one. You had that tank for those Mothra twins. This is why aliens would tell Snooky would smoosh smoosh. Yeah, she did. Oh, bad. That's bad. Ryan behave. The ladies are going to start yelling at us. Give me intro. Oh, hypo. Hey, Ghost, did my message appear about the TikTok and Snapchat name? Just trying to share my account. I didn't see it. I've been trying to keep up with it. Hi, Diane Boss. Thank you very much. I appreciate it very much. I hope you're having a good Monday, dear. No, I didn't see it. You can put it in there if it will take. I don't know. Sometimes they're kind of picky about this stuff, but yeah. Or worse comes to worse. Worse comes to worse. Hayden, you can put them in comments too after the chat, after the stream. Come back and put them in comments. Yeah, we're in there. I'm Ghost Dragons on both Snapchat, TikTok, and Instagram. And I'm Stephen Lee and Ghost Dragons on Facebook. I know. Oh, did it start to not to go try to catch the replay? I should be able to. But yeah. I'm glad you stopped by, Diane. Thank you very much. Appreciate it so much. I hope you truly are having a good Monday. I have an awesome joke, but it's in all the delivery. It doesn't work in written word. Yeah, a lot of that you got to have the delivery, which really sucks. I'm not feeling well, but wanted to wish. Oh, well, you go take care of yourself, dear. And we will. You have a good night. Get yourself feeling better. And I'll keep you in my prayers tonight, dear. Sweet dreams, or relax, I should say, until sweet dreams. Yeah, I can't handle humor. Yeah, there was a couple of them you could tell right off that it was AI jokes, but it was like it's just taking old stuff and kind of twisting them a little bit, I think, and then trying to make stuff up is always hilarious. I liked American Dad too. I liked the first couple seasons. New England Dirt Road. Why? Because Alabama, you don't turn your back on. That's bad, Ryan. Pierre. Yes, please feel better, Diane. Much love to you, hon. It's AD2.4T. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, just like I said, you can always put it right there in the comments too. Mine's pretty simple. Just hit me up. I'm in TikTok and I just started Instagram, so I don't do a whole lot on there. More or less there for Gemma. No, that's good. Yeah, I know what it is, so I can come back and see it. AI will never, ever be able to come. Oh, yeah, no doubt. But I don't know. It's progressing pretty fast. It's only fighting from being turned off. So thanks for the hearts. Appreciate it. What time is it? Oh, it's only 11:15. That's good. Nice, slow, easy night. That's what I like. So, Ryan, what do you have planned for yourself? You still working on your book? Did you start up again? Are you holding off? Are you jumping off the roof? Are you hunting Wendigos and Windy Walkers? Skyneck is going to eat into the chat. There you go. That there's a statistic that says that a lot of this, like X and stuff, is more bots than it is actual people. Excuse me, folks. It has no sense of humor now. You hear what they call them now? They call them clanks. AI and robots, they call them clank. Isn't that what they're calling them? I believe that's what they're calling them. It cracks me up. I'm Ryan. That's just wrong. Still taking a break, getting used to the new. Yeah, I bet you are. I get that. I'll probably go do it too. It's been extremely difficult. I'm sure. I'm sure the first month for me is gonna probably be a little. Um, I know the man's tired, so that's all I can say. I'm from Minnesota. I've been a mechanic for 16 years, so that's about all I know. Hey, you sound like my dad. My dad was a Marine, got out of the Marines, became more as a mechanic, also in the Marines. But anyways, came home, worked for a trucking company for a while. He retired working for Wonder Bread and Hostess, ITT Bakery, before he retired right before they sold out, went under. So he was a mechanic. He worked on bread trucks and the whole works. Man, I'm so big lately that when I got on the scale, I said, I need your weight, not your phone number. That's bad, especially with yourself. So I'm actually still losing it. I now I've got to work on the flap, starting to set in. Horror in the High Desert Majesty still isn't out yet. I haven't heard of that one. Hayden used to be an dealer in 1970. Oh! Amsoil dealer. There's Vixen. Yep, Vixen's here, Ryan. She's passing out the bacon. Make sure you get some before everybody else takes it. The 2-stroke marine and snowmobile oil. This one has taken twice as long as Hit HD Firewatch. Really? Seriously, I'm protected by Greenpeace nowadays. Stop. It's good to be able to laugh at yourself. You can't be that bad. There's some Hayden. There's some bacon for you. Vixen is a sweet woman from up north, from the old Maine, right? I got to make sure I get this right because I always get you and Edna and one other person, Ryan, all mixed up. But you guys are all up in Maine, I believe, right? Yes, Maine. I got all that good maple stuff. This week I may be going and picking up some of Mom's stuff. Not really looking forward to that. Oh, fun. So I just stay calm, relax. Ghosty, is it true that it takes money to be a gamer? Not really. I mean, games are kind of a pain in the butt. They're getting kind of pricey, but once you pay for it depends on what you're gaming on. You know, if you're gaming on a PC and you want a good gaming PC, yeah, it can cost you a chunk of money. But it's not, they last for a while. It's the games that get you. It's all the extras. But no, I've done really good. I buy what I want, make sure the games I like on hard copy. That way, if the internet ever goes down, at least I can still play games and stay busy if I got to. Yep, man, that's what some of that candy you sent, that maple moose head, oof, that way, I literally set it on top of a pancake while it was cooking. Oh, it was so good. I say, buddy, to everyone, sorry, Vixen, I didn't know. That's all right. I know you're good. I do it too, Hayden. Believe it or not, I do it too. So I switched to folks. Hey, folk, how you doing? Because I always screw gender up in here. So, yeah, you're good. You're totally good. I just wanted to let you know. I'm sure with a name like Vixen. You're all good. You're all good. Smoochie. Shelly, thank you very much. I just saw you. I'm trying to catch up. Thank you very much, hon. I appreciate that so much. I hope you are well. It was good to see you the other night. I play Game of Thrones online. Is it any good? Do you like it? Shelly. I'm so close to Vermont now. I wanted to go back to Rangeley and me this summer. Hey, go. Smoochie. Hey, man, if I could travel, I would. I still made this October. Take a break from life. It's good to see everybody. Wow, and welcome, and Hayden, welcome for coming in. I'm glad you came in. I'm still trying to catch up. Everybody's going so fast. Oh, what? Ghost gets candy sent to him? Where's mine? I didn't get it. Oh, yeah, she sent me. Well, she sent my father. She tried twice. The first time it was a flop, and then the second time it was even worse. And I don't blame her. It was the freaking post office, but yeah. And she sent a Reuben pie to my dad, a rhubarb pie, and in the box with it was a bunch of candy and stuff. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And some of the root beer. It was great. Now I can't think of the name. I'm still trying to catch up with everybody. Hey, Smoochy, she shows up in Paranormal Reporter sometimes. You should go check it out. It's hard from Minnesota. I like to try and say y'all. Yeah, I'm in Ohio, so that explains enough. Yeah, I say soda pop. I get or soda. Right? Can you get candy anymore after the vans? That's bad, Chris. Hey, now there was only that one time. You guys crack me up, man. I can't keep up. 40 below keeps the riffraff away. Ain't that the truth? Now I'm caught up. Gosh, you guys got the chat flying. Yeah, it is. Chris, are you the music artist or am I mistaken the name? That's what I just did, Chris. I just thought that question mark. I'm like, I don't know any Chris Jarvis. Is there a music artist? Chris Jarvis? Christopher Jarvis? I can't even talk. Yeah, they have. Everybody has. In one form or another. A couple post offices held on to it, the pies until they spoiled. Yeah, it was sad. I even tried to get it fixed. So Dad felt bad, so he sent her a couple paintings. We're doing that now. She should probably get them sometime next week. I hope it doesn't take too long. Living in a tent at 40. Yeah, I've done that before. I'm New Orleans. Dang, my dad, it's Jerry Jones. Not sure you're in a tent. No, you're good. I'm just trying to keep up. You guys are cruising. I love it. Mardi Gras. I always wanted to go. I have a relative down there somewhere, a cousin. Still, I thought you got up. Mardi Gras is too dangerous. I can imagine what it's like now. If you don't get bit by a vampire. Smoochy, send me some Tony Charchi's famous Coral season. Oh, there you go. That stuff's good stuff. Giles got a hold of it. And I don't know how he did. A friend got it for him. The vampires will get you in New Orleans. Did you say the debacle that was Burning Man? Oh man, jeez. Oh, and there was all kinds of complaints. I guess the police had to show up a couple times. Yeah, I read a couple articles about that, Latro. I guess it was really bad. They lost money and everything. Oh man. She laughed. Traffic gets too messed up. No Mardi Gras. Well, Hayden, thank you for stopping in. Stop by anytime. We're always around. It was good to meet you. You have a good night and have a good week. Yeah, they are. I'm a werewolf guy. So, but yes, they are her favorite. There's no doubt about that. Take care, Hayden. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. We all know how the global. Oh, yes, for sure, New England. Yeah, and that's true too, Chris. Love the love in this room. Thank you very much. You just have a good one, my good friend. Yeah, you can call me Ghost. You can call me Butthead. You can call me Goofus. I'm good. Thank you so much. And you have a good one, sir. Bear, it was nice to hear you. Doubt I could exist, Nola, without voodoo curses. That's funny. I think we all could. My poor dad there, right before the house fire, he was mumbling around, "Who cursed me? Why am I going to this?" And then I told him, "Dad, stop, please." And next thing you know, we had a fire. And I'm like, "Dad, don't talk like that. Don't do that, Smoochie. That's not good. Every time you cast a curse, that takes threefold on you." I had a neighbor as a kid who went to Mardi Gras in the 80s, and they have never found him. Are you serious? Are you really serious? The enemy can't stand being forgiven. Yeah, they can't. That's true. New England, very much. Oh, I really didn't realize I was been calling her Bounty. That's wild. I know what you meant, Shelley. It's all me, man. Don't worry about it. I guess I'm in a great mood. It's been a pretty casual day. Just been hanging out. Like I said, we had wings for dinner. Netter. Shelly's calling you Netter. I love Shelly. It was good to see you in Paranormal Portal. I kind of come and go in there. You can call me Bounty or Bear or Walks with Bear. I answer to those mainly. Okay. He was last seen on Bourbon Street in 85. Are you serious? That's wow. Yeah, I actually Al comes in. I've talked to Al a couple times, and she started popping in here, and we've kind of become friends. And she's a nice lady. Her and her boyfriend are silly. They're hilarious. She's a nice lady. Her boyfriend's a nice guy. Shelladonna. Shelladonna. They think human traffickers got him or a voodoo call. That's highly possible. You know, that traffickers are real heavy down there. Real heavy down there. Oh, I figured it out. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think of late night snack, and then I got to go to bed. I actually went to bed at a decent time last night. Tossed and turned quite a bit, but I did sleep. Get up. We were supposed to take a power washer to our mechanic today. We never got out of here. We didn't get very far at all. So I got to do that in the morning. Then he gets his shot tomorrow. May give him a haircut and shave his beard because he wants that done. I may take him to a barber to do that. I'm a little shaky lately. Oh, it was a nice day. We just hung out. Dad was, kind of feeling achy pachy, and we just kind of chilled, and I kind of did a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Played games, played Fortnite with Gemma. Yeah, I need to get back to Nighthawk. I haven't been over there for a while. I've just been, we get out of stream, I either play a little bit of Fortnite or I fiddle around the house. I was hoping Uso would stop in tonight. Oh, thank you very much, Shelly. Thank you. I feel great, actually. I'm losing weight. I just got to get rid. I'm getting the more of the man boobs, but you got to start working on the flab now, toning back up. I'm almost back at my fighting weight, and that's all I ask. I don't mind this. This is age. I earned this look. I've heard that Mardi Gras can be pretty wild. Yeah, I've heard that too, and heard some crazy stuff come out of Mardi Gras. Been to Mardi Gras twice myself. Oh, you have? Is it as crazy as it is? I can't. New England, no weights. No weights. Ever since I had the bone cancer, I have to be careful. So I basically just do a lot of workouts, tone me back up, put some muscle back on. But yeah, I'm not. I gotta watch lifting. Oh, one night I was trying and had tremors and almost brought everything down on me. So yeah, but yeah, it's because of the bone cancer. But it's clean, so I'm good. But they just don't want to take a chance, considering I've broken my fingers 3 times, my feet, both feet, twice, cracked 2 ribs. But yeah, if I lift weights, I can do light weights. I'm not looking to get jacked, just toned. When I was fighting, I was toned. I wasn't really jacked up. I was real toned. I was a skinny kid too. All this weight was from prednisone when I first started having issues, and then neck went out on me because of the Tourette's. Doing this in my sleep. I've always wanted to go at least once to Mardi Gras. I've never been to Vegas either. I'd like to go to Vegas once, but now I kind of hesitate because they say it's really bad now. Get you Olivia Newton-John. There you go. Let's get physical. Physical. Bear me too. No, I'm glad I don't go. Oh no, would lifting weights help? Actually, it would, but the bone type of bone cancer I had wasn't bone marrow kind of like cancer. It was a cancer that was eaten from the outside in, so it kind of caused bone density problems. Do you understand what I'm saying? So yeah, they said once I start getting, they said after I tone back up, they'll let me maybe, but I when I do lift, it's like 10, 15 pounds. I've never topped 20 because when I go higher than about 30, I can feel some stuff give in the back. So I have to be careful until everything's straightened back up. But no, I hardly lift when I was fighting. I never lifted. I was all workout, all shadow boxing, sparring, and I just stayed toned. Yeah, prednisone. That crap had me up to 325 pounds, almost 350. It was a nightmare. I mean, considering the way I was when I was a kid. I mean, when I got older, I got a little bit of a spare tire, but I was still really good shape. And then I had to have a bunch of surgery done on the neck and 2 hip replacements. That's from arthritis from kickboxing and because first year I got my butt whooped. After that, I wasn't a bad fighter. The year before I was removed for hitting a ref, I was undefeated here locally. Those were the days. I wish I'd kept a lot of that money. I had too much fun. Anyways, great. Disappointed that quicksand isn't the danger we thought it would be when we were kids. Where did that come from? I'm behind again. Been to Vegas. I spent a week at buffets. Oh my gosh. I heard they're pretty good if you get a good one. Yes, that's one place I've never been. I've been to Atlantic City a couple times in the day. But everybody says that's nothing compared to Vegas. But now I don't know if I'd want to go. Smacks Ryan. Vegas did NASCAR race. That was interesting. Yeah, I have a friend, Dave Blaney. Dave and Dale Blaney, where Dale doesn't do NASCAR. Dave's retired, but Dave Blaney from NASCAR. His son's racing right now. They're friends of my friend. I got to know them. One of the guys they used to hang out with. Their farm was right across the street from the Blaney's farm. Yeah, but there's a lot more there's a lot more involved that I don't want to go publicly with New England. But I understand what you're saying. Okay. I mean, it did some damage. I mean, thank God they got it, but it did do damage. I'm trying to keep up. You guys are cruising. You don't know when you're a kid. When I was a kid, there was a movie poster with a man holding a decapitated woman's head in one hand and a honey knife in the other. What movie was that? I think I know that poster. With a pool, yeah, around his feet. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the name of that movie. It sounds like my family crap. I am so far behind. I'm trying to catch up. The quintessential death trap. Hold on. You guys are killing me. Sorry about that. I'm caught up and I'm laughing, trying not to laugh too hard, and I'm hacking. Except the other way around. Divide. Vegas isn't like it was. Everything since the fluffy family stuff in it, they got rid of art Got rid of that gang units. October concept. Yeah, I'm sure. Turned good sheriff into a government stooge. Yeah, I figured. We have many taxes to pay for. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. So sorry about that. You guys be careful. If a group of midgets meet up in public, is that considered a small gathering? I'm serious, Ghost. Oh my, haha. Am I going to request lady holding my man's head? Oh, really? That's wild. Used to use to directly transfer human blood into a universal donor with rejection complaint. Okay. Small, medium, and large. Oh, small, mediums at large. You guys are cute. I wonder why I'm in trouble. What are you in trouble for? Who got you in trouble? What'd you do now? No, to make quicksand, you need 1 cup of maize, corn flour, and a half a cup of. Guys are killing. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are having a good time. And all you folks hanging out in the background, thank you for hanging. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for kind of hanging with me for my birthday. Like I said, I'll probably shut it down about midnight. That'll be my last 2 hours of my official day. I wasn't even going to celebrate. I hadn't even talked about it. I didn't even bring it up until Gemma. But I'm having a good time. So you guys have fun. Enjoy yourselves. Just keep it safe. Don't get Gemma in trouble. Little less water and you have tortilla. I thought you were working your way to that. I figured somebody would throw that in. Why are you making quicksand? Building a moat around the house. I'm going to use quicksand. Grey Wolf, it was so good you came and hung out with us. You have a good rest. Let me know when you head out on the road. You take care, sweetie. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it so much. You take care. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you in Facebook. Especially if you're putting up food. Man, that woman gets to cooking. She gets to cooking. I was showing Dad her pies and her meat pies and all the stuff she was making. And Dad's like, man, why don't you move to Ohio? Have a wonderful one, Vixen. I mean, Grey Wolf. I saw Vixen's name. Smoochie, God only knows. She's probably still in here wandering around somewhere. She's like I was when I used to kind of ghost, kind of wander around. So good to see you, hon. Thanks for spending time with me. Whew. I'm always in trouble. I've had some visitors twice. The third was different. It was sent through a different method. I'm trying to be. You're fine. The movie Mountain Patrol about Chinese poachers and the anti-poacher squad has a really intense quicksand scene. Oh, does it really? Wow. You take care, Latro. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out, bud. You have a good night. Everybody's leaving, so I guess it might be a short night. That's fine. No, that's all right with me. It's all good. I just wanted to hang out a while before we all did get on with our week. I'm glad you guys all stopped by. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, I figured that. I will, bro, and I will call. Because I've been meaning to call. I just been crazy. I do like our talks. So, yeah, you'll be hearing from me. Or just yell when you want to, too. So just, shoot me a text. So, Latra, you have a good night. Ryan, please you guys have a good night. Gray Wolf, please have a wonderful one yourself as well. Everybody's saying take care. No, I was just saying goodbye. Yeah, just let me know, bud. Just yell. Give me a yell. I'll let you know what's going on and where I'm at. We'll go from there. See you on the flip side, bro. That didn't come out right. See you on the flip side, bro. All you folks that are booking. Yeah, I'm going to hang out until at least midnight. Unless everybody decides they want to go ahead and go, I'm good. My plan was till midnight, so 45 minutes. You guys hang out and chalk with me. If not, call it a night. I know a lot of people have to get up and go to work in the morning. It is a Monday night. And I'm glad you're hanging around New England. Thanks for coming in, bud. I appreciate it. I really do. And Chris is still here hanging out. I didn't see that, Ryan. I'm disappointed that the guinea pig is neither from Kenya nor is it a pig. No, it's not. I never could understand that either. Where they come up with that name. Wrong, red-eyed bear. It's cool, no worries. I'm just hanging. Like I said, I'm glad people are hanging out. That's what it was about. I'm glad man, that chat was cruising. I was having a hard time keeping up with you guys. What the heck does a humanitarian eat? Humans? Oh, that's a cannibal. I'm being. What do they eat? That's a good question. People. I said the same thing. I was just gonna say that's a fancy name for cannibal, without saying cannibal. I was laughing too. I said the exact same thing, Bounty. I said the exact same thing. So what are you watching now, New England? Because you're getting into the movies big time. I love that. I didn't know you were in the movies like that. That's cool. My cold coffee. Oh, that's wow. All cannibals all say the same thing. Human meat smells, cooks, feels, and tastes just like pig meat. I've heard the same thing. And everything I've ever studied or researched about cannibalism, not on for the reason to do that, but I was doing research for other people, and they all say the same thing. No, not chicken. It apparently it does taste like pork. That's why we are called that. We're called the long pig, and that's a nickname for most cannibals for us. Have you ever seen? I used to in the day see because if you go on the dark web and the deep web, you'll never. It's really hard to find a site. You might find a site one night, and go back the next night, and be gone, just gone. But there were a cannibal cafe lasted a while. Creepy stuff. Creepy stuff. Bad thing came from that. And that's why it disappeared. People are crackers. I'm trying to be nice. Yes, they do. Yeah, they do. Now they have that gel stuff they use. Have you seen the casing gel they use? Apparently, it gives the same kind of texture too as going through a body. Now I know on certain other things they use carcasses for that to see on cuts like knives and stuff. Oh, pretty much, yeah, they're exactly the same, yeah. Same kind of DNA. What do you? Oh, New England, my family crust. Gonna have a good time on a boat. They use, yeah, they do that too. Yeah, that's true, Vixen. They do use them as test dummies. I've heard that too, that a lot of them practice and do tests on them. That's actually a good idea because it's the skin is almost exactly the same. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no doubt, Chris. And one strike, they sure can. Like a ton of samurai, the actual samurai sword itself, katana is a tad bit shorter, but the samurai sword itself is a little longer. I've seen guys do amazing things with swords, just not with that sword, but all kinds of Chinese swords. I had a buddy that had a big old bronze sword that I tried to buy off of him that he had specially made. It was pretty cool, kind of close to the one they used in the original Conan. I think it was big. It was heavy. Swing that baby around. Can be used directly. Yeah, I've heard that too. Okay, did they really use? Yes, they did. For yes, they did, Shelly. Yes, they did. Actually, cat guts and intestines were used for stitches and a lot of stuff because it was really good, and it also, when treated right, will last forever, or it can dissolve fairly quickly and easy to take out. Oh yeah, easy. The Celts kept heads of their dead. Yeah, they did. They believed they could converse with them. There is actually some Amazon cult tribes that actually also did the same. No, catguts were not. I thought they were. I always thought they were. I'd seen a thing about that. It's a misnomer of natural gut streams which are made from the intestines of animals. Like, oh, it's not cow. It is cow, sheep, and goats. Okay. Well, thank you, Chris, for correcting me. I do appreciate that because I always thought it was too. That's what I always had been told. I swear I thought I saw a documentary about that, but that might have been it explaining why they don't use that what they really use. God, that was years ago. Now I've heard that, Vixen. Yes. Okay, neat people. Yeah, it is pretty creepy, isn't it, Shelley? Anyway, know how they can do it, organ donation and people without having to take injection meds? No, I don't. One of the reasons I took chemo over having my kids have bone marrow testing done because you have to make sure you're compatible because it's so painful. So I wouldn't put them through that. So I wouldn't let them go through the medications and the stuff for beforehand because it's a nightmare. So I just told them to slam me with the chemo and see what happens. And I got lucky. Yes, it makes me agree. The Mandela effect. The Mandela effect. It's getting even crazier now because people are noticing more and more changes. I really I really only like horror movies. The Exorcist was my defining childhood movie. Yeah, it was mine too, actually, New England. As for horror, like I said, my mom introduced me to Frankenstein when I was young. I was the only really interested in the movie stuff. I was into comic books and all that stuff. I was a really big Lon Chaney fan, not junior, but senior. And then I snuck in to see The Exorcist. And the first time I didn't make it through. The second time I made it through, and I stuck in both times. And The Exorcist gave me nightmares for months as a kid. Now, the first time I had like that night, because I literally left. I left at the moment she turned her head all the way around. And I had nightmares that night, but I didn't the next night. So I waited till the weekend and went and saw it again. And I was fine. But I was a lot more calmer. Because it did freak a lot of people out. And now that they added all that uncut footage back into it then, and they made it uncut, adds a little more intensity to the movie. So don't care for horror movies. A lot of people don't. It's funny because Gemma loves, the paranormal and stuff, but when it gets to the scary stuff, I have a whole list that I'm going to give her one day. You need to watch these movies. So did Danny Glick at the window in Salem's Lot? Mothman Prophecy is not a bad movie. Most of it was filmed here. I mean, they actually, excuse me, filmed a lot of it on Danny Glick at the window. I didn't see the new version. I've been kind of afraid to watch the new Salem's Lot. I love the original. I am so sorry, folks. As a child, I used to suck in my gut and feel the tips of my bottom of my ribs that were attached to rib cage. Has all the ribs attached to this. And there's the proof. Okay. Yeah, I didn't mind the Mothman props. The Dragonfly with Costner hits home with me. Interesting. I was all right. Dragonfly was okay for me. They have remade it 2 times. One last year. The one last year sucked. Really. In the background. Which one? Wait, which one are you talking about? Mothman Prophecy or the Dragonfly? Now I know Dragonfly was a remake a couple times. Why did the medical illustrator get the human rib cage so wrong? That's a good question. Watch Stephen King Night Shift. It was a big Pepsi commercial. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Actually, one of my favorite Stephen King movies is Night Flyer. But good luck finding that movie. I mean, you can find it now. I've even found it on. And Chris helped me get it too. It was Chris. I think he sent me a link for it. But for a while, you couldn't find that movie anywhere. Some time goes. Same time goes. Are they remaking The Fog again too? Now I heard about Swamp Thing. I think because Man Thing was so cool in Werewolf by Night. So I think they want to kind of. Plus, Swamp Thing's going to be part of the new Dark Justice that they were going to do. So we'll see if it happens. 520 minutes work mark. 520. Okay. Being about Maine, he should have used Moxie. That's so true, Vixen. I was saying Selma has been remade twice. Yes. The original? Oh, that's right. There's one in between that, isn't there? Well, I know there's Salem's Lot and there's Salem's Lot 2. Right? And then the remake. Well, yeah, the remake. Oh, thank you, Chris. Yeah, okay. The Man Thing movie in the early 2000s was crap. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I wasn't talking about that. I was talking the one where he's in, Werewolf by Night. Because I love that. That could be a series. They should have made that a series. The Fog, the original John Carpenter Fog, is not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. And then they remade it with the kid that played Superman or Superboy in Smallville, Weller, whatever his name is. And they remade it with him, and it was kind of. And did they make it again? Or this is going to be the third time, Chris? Man, they just got to remake everything, don't they? They don't have any new original ideas. They both coming back for the Midnight Suns movie. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. That makes sense. I forgot about that because Giles was talking about that too. That's an interesting thing, New England, that you said that. A guy wants me to do research. I basically had retired for doing it, but a guy emailed me yesterday wanting me to do research on anything new I could find about Atlantis. Anything. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Most of that stuff is already out and open. But I'm going to look for him. I told him I wouldn't charge if I didn't find anything that he hasn't already heard. I think it's geared to women. I'm getting the same. I was like, okay, now I'm short. Bears are chunky, fuzzy butts, and almost stop saying it's the winter weight. That's your killing. Yeah, they use. Yeah, they use pig. They use sheep, lamb. Some places roosters. If you're talking about voodoo, but yeah, what that? Man, I'm getting scruffy through. Excuse me. It's all the talking, and you would think I talk all day, but I really don't. Does anyone know of a movie? Does anyone know of a movie? And I was little, so like 45 years ago. I remember going to bed and seeing something on TV. Twin boys, and one pushed or something. Well, no, there is a movie about these twin kids that are one was good and one was evil. And then there was one kind of like that where they take a kid in. It's with Elijah and one Colin Culkin did a movie about two kids that the one kid was like really evil, if I'm remembering that right. Anyone else? They did, Bounty. They did sacrifice one red heifer already. They said it was a practice run. So I understand what you're talking about. He knew what Atlantis was like because he lived in the former life. The good son. That's it. The good Sonny. Thank you. That's the one. Is that the twins? No, Damien. The good sons are one about the two boys. And one was like totally evil. I can't think if that was. See, there was one where it was about twins, and then there was one where they either take a friend's child in or they adopted a kid. And that one's creepy. That's the one with Elijah and I believe Cochran. If I say, I know I'm screwing his name up. Damien was, I believe, the Omen 2. Wouldn't that one of them named Damien or something like that? Yes, Donovan did write a song about Atlantis. He sure did. It's a good song. Yeah, it is a good song. Yes. The red heifer is a major sign over there, and it's biblical and Jewish faith and in ours. Morbid Saint has a ripping song by the movie, about the movie Damien. Oh, does it? Wait. I always like to check. Chris posts leaks. I always like to go to him. Why did it do that? That was weird. Oh, yeah. I like that. Yeah, I've seen this one before. $114. I saw one that was almost identical. It was a little cheaper. Actually, you can order it straight from Japan for like half that price, Chris. You know that, right? And shipping, and they even handle shipping. You do everything's all wound up in one big thing. Oh, I mean the Omen. Yeah, the Omen. Now, see, I'm trying to think. I swear one of them was named the Omen Damien or something like that. I'll have to go back and look. 1993, The Good Son. Thank you, Bounty Hunter. So this is maybe a movie, maybe in the 70s. I think the one I was thinking about, the twins, was an early 70s, mid 70s movie. The Other, that could be it. But there's also a couple other movies called The Other too, by one of the Seven Black Blades. Yes, that one was a great movie series. Yes, it was. They tried to remake it too, and it flopped with it. Was it Kristen Dunst who played his mother? Yeah, that movie flopped. I mean, it just doesn't stand up to the original. Gregory Peck was just too good in that movie. Everybody in that movie was perfect, and that was another movie like The Exorcist where a lot of weird stuff happened. 1972. The Other. If Damien was so evil, why did the trees seem to welcome him? I didn't understand that. I think in that scene, if I'm remembering the scene you're talking about, you got to remember he was on desecrated land. So that might have been why. I don't know. I'll have to go back and rewatch that scene. Maybe I'll come up with an answer for you. But that's a good question. That actually is a really good question. It definitely was an unneeded remake. They were planning on doing them all over again, and it just did so bad they just canceled the whole idea. I was like maybe 6. Yeah, that would have to be like the mid-70s. The baboons that got our backs when the apocalypse comes. Yeah, and there's a scene in the movies where, like in The Omen, where it's like the trees. This is The Omen. There's one movie. One of them was really weird, just like that middle Exorcist movie. I like the third one, the third Exorcist. So he was in the car traveling down a road. The trees seemed to lean towards the car. Yes. That was, I think, to give you that kind of with they're all in the car that kind of closed in, you're not feeling right. You know how you get that eerie feeling when you're walking down a road and all the trees seem to kind of hang over you? It always bugged me what that movie was. I'll have to look around, Shelley. I like I said, there's a couple one. Those are the two ones that stick in my head because the one about the twins, I believe, was a mid-70s movie, and I can't even remember the name. Oh, yes, they do. I love my trees. I got so mad because they started. When I grew up in the street, I'm living in the house I grew up in. This street used to have trees all the way down. I mean, you could walk down the street in the afternoon and still be shaded. That's how much trees were in this neighborhood. They cut most of the good ones down, which sucks. But it was nice in that because in spring you'd see the bats running up and down the street from everybody's porch lights, picking off the insect. The omen, the trees bow to Damien, yeah, because he is the Antichrist, the son of the saint. The act of nature bowing to him is a key sign of the unholy power. Very well said, Chris. Thank you. Thanks, because I was little and in the twins thing. Yeah, I have friends that are twins. They're a male and a female. They're my age now, but they creep me out because they're the type of twins. She boasts because she's the oldest. She's a minute or so first before him, but they creep me out, man. They're the type that if you poke one real hard, the other one go, "What are you doing in there?" They creep me out sometimes, but they're great people. They're hilarious crap. But I would have expected them to be agitated like the animals were. I've heard them talk before a thunderstorm. Yeah, of course. You sit out in the wilderness long enough, you hear everything. When you open your ears. Cooper is. Two boys and an old two-story like farmhouse. Never mind. I'll figure it out. I love the forest. See, I'm a nature person too. I love being outside. I don't mind hanging out around the ocean. I just don't know if I can. I can live by the ocean with no problem. How about that Godzilla? He can ready to come up with some good movies. We're getting another Kong Godzilla movie. Then we're supposed to get a single Godzilla where we focus back on Godzilla. We're getting another Shin Godzilla. You know, not much scares me, New England. You know, I've dealt with fire and everything, but deep water. I'm okay in lakes, and even I know lakes are deep too. Well, wait. When we used to go up to Lake Erie, when we go way out there, I would get nervous. But when we were in Florida and we went out in the ocean in a boat, I was not comfortable. I was always wondering what was lurking underneath us. There's a lot more hidden down there, and we know. Yeah, I would if I'd ever take a cruise, I probably would hang out and look over the dot, look out over the sea, but I probably wouldn't stand too close to the edge. Go Godzilla. Oh yeah. Actually, Godzilla was a dinosaur. In the original, he was a dinosaur. that happened to survive. You have two theories. Either he was a dinosaur bones or partially decayed, and when they did the nuclear testing, that brought him back to life. Some say he was already a dinosaur living on an island, and the tests mutated him. Could have been an egg like in the Matthew Broderick Godzilla 98, right? But yeah, he basically is a... But as for Godzilla, he is traditionally a Japanese sea monster, a titan god, watcher of the ocean and the earth. And I'm sure somebody will come in there and explain it better than me. The only thing that scares me about the ocean is some of the things that live. There's a lot of things down there to consider. Anything smaller than the food source. Oh, I'm a big Godzilla fan. Big Godzilla fan. That was basically my first. Well, it wasn't a scary guy because I laughed at Mom. Is this supposed to scare me? But and I was young. Now, the iguana affected by nuclear testing is the 1998 Matthew Broderick. A lot of people don't officially count him as Godzilla. A lot of people call him Zilla. But yes, in that movie, he's an iguana. He was in an egg. He hadn't hatched yet when those nuclear tests were done. But you see them all squirting around, and you see the eggs getting nuked. That's what supposedly mutates him. That's why they have worship. That thing, there's a lot of things down there that we don't know about. They're trying to go deep, but I don't know how far down I'd go. Yeah, Vixen, there's so many takes on Godzilla. But pretty much the story is he's a product of nuclear. He's a product of nuclear bombing, testing. Where in the original, it's basically because we nuked Japan. That movie's a heavy movie. If you watch the original Gojira, King of the Monsters, you watch the Japanese version and read subtitles, that movie's dark. I've never really been in an ocean. I love the ocean. I think what's in the ocean's cool, but there are things that are too easily hidden down there. Oh, yeah, there's nothing like I smell the ocean breeze come in your face. Oh, yeah. Sunday afternoons after lunch, us cousins flip on Channel 11, Godzilla, Vince Price. Yeah. Here it was Saturdays we had Supps from Cleveland when we had the cable. And then we had Fritz the Night Owl, who was our movie and chiller guy. And then we had a guy, Flippo, during the afternoons, during Monday through Fridays. He would do a 4:00 movie. But he was just all types of movies. They'd do musicals and stuff like that. And then at midnight, or actually at 11:30, Fritz the Night Owl would come on and do late night movie. And then on Fridays, he would do chiller theater. Funny how I saw the crazy in Utah, eastern Utah near Needles. You saw some crazy crap, huh? Now I got a treadmill commercial. I guess. Are you guys getting commercials really through these? Holy crap. Yeah, I think somebody else said one time during my streams they got interrupted by a commercial. I'm like, holy crap, they really doing that stuff now? That's messed up. Julian, that would be interesting to hear about. Yeah, it would. Because Tommy, haha, you said smell and I'm jumping out of my chair. Skunk is close. Oh man, we have a whole family living close. We now after dark have to watch Taking Puff out because he got tagged. twice last year. No, 3 times. Oh man, that's that poor dog. Masquerading as a cliff wall. There's a lot of stuff that looks like mountains and cliffs and stone and natural formations that are not natural. Oh my, he stinks. Yeah, something must have scared him, Shelly. That's why it stinks, because they don't just stink. They have to be scared for that to happen. Something made it nervous. Yes, exactly, New England. Yeah, they're a pain in the butt. But I had a friend that had one as a pet. He had it de-skunked, and it was like a cat. It was just like a cat. Man, he had it for a long time, too. Under your porch. Oh, bummers. Oh, yeah, that's not good. You might want to find a way to get rid of it, because if she's down there nesting and she's mated, she'll have those babies over the winter. Or at the beginning of spring. They usually have them during hibernation most of the time. I saw a giant footprint fossilized and stuff. There's a bunch of those all over the place, New England. There's a bunch of them in India, too. And there's some here in the States, too. You probably won't be you probably wouldn't be surprised if they found them in the Grand Canyon. Eastern Utah. Wouldn't surprise me. Where's Chris? He's into this stuff. They walk right by me. Oh my God. The cat for some. Me and the ex went camping one time up by Cleveland, up by the lake, by the White House, lighthouse, and on the west side. And we was in this park. We're sitting at the fire, just eating crackers. And all of a sudden I hear her go, uh-oh. And I look over at her, and in between, and as I look over, I notice there's something standing in between us. And there was 2 of them right between us, trying to get the box of crackers that we were eating out of. You talk about 2 people very quietly getting up and left the crackers, and we just kind of wandered away from them and then worked our way back to zipped it up and stayed there till they left. Oh yeah, they could have more than 2 babies. The one that we had back here, I think she had like 5 or 6. There was a whole bunch of them. Well, I shouldn't say a bunch of them, but I mean, there was more than 4. There was definitely more than 4 there. But yeah, that's New England. Actually, that's one of the things I do a lot of research for guys on Tumblr, is that kind of stuff. History and giants. A bear stole your crack. No, it was a skunk. You was once mugged by a squirrel. That wouldn't surprise me. I've seen squirrels do some crazy stuff here too. No, it was a skunk. They were in between us. Now, in Colorado, when we were in Estes Park up in there, up in the Rockies there, we were there for our honeymoon, and with the first 2 nights we stayed at the S.D.N.Y, and then we stayed with her parents, her grandparents. The 3rd night, then the rest of the time we were there, because we were there 2 weeks, we stayed at a cabin. We're sitting out front, and we had just got done. Over her grandparents, they drink wine and 7-Up. Is their thing. So, of course, you got to be courteous and have a drink. So I had a couple of drinks. She had a couple of drinks. We came back carefully, and we're sitting on the front porch, and I'm just relaxing, drinking a cup of coffee. She's sitting there, and she goes, "Don't move." And I look up, and there's this big old black bear just standing in front of us. He literally picks the lid up off the trash can, looks into the trash can, looks at us, puts the lid back on, drops down to all fours, walks right to where the steps at, looks up at us, kind of groans, and then moves to the next trash can. I'm about kind of crap. It's like, that was way too cool. Over by the test range area, yeah, those are interesting. There is a dinosaur fossil by Elmo, Cleveland, Lloyd Dinosaur. Oh, I've heard about that, Bounty. I never got to get in that place. The quarry's pretty cool. Yeah, I do know that. I have friends that's been there. You stayed at the Stanley? Yes, we stayed at the Stanley Hotel. Yes. Her grandfather was a colonel in the Army. He took care of, he was in like communications and stuff. It's hard to explain. But anyways, a lot of that blackout stuff, you saw that was his department. Anyways, yes. Well, anyways, when he retired, he moved to Colorado, Estes Park. They had a big flood there, and he helped them rebuild the water treatment plant and help reset the city back up. So when we went, Tina always said that they go anywhere. All she has to do is say his name and pretty much freebie. And we get there, and she goes, "Oh, we got you rooms at the Stanley Hotel." The first night we stayed in room 113, whatever it was. Now I can't remember. I'm trying to think too fast. And it got really weird. She didn't want to stay in the room, so we stayed in another room. But yeah, and we sat and had dinner. And there, it was real nice. It's a beautiful place, but it is creepy. She took us over to there's a separate house, and all the people who have passed in the hotel, all those mattresses are in that place. And it's creepy, and you get a really weird vibe when you go in there. It's like, ooh, I don't think I want to pee in here. But it's a neat place. Have you been there? Bounty, have you ever been there? I know New England, you used to live out in Colorado. Did you ever go check it out? You've stayed at the Stanley Hotel too? That's cool. I'm just not catching up. 9 Mile Canyon by Price has better roots. So it's cool. You stayed there too. That's awesome. That's a neat place. Estes Park is a beautiful place. Threw a rock at my head. Well, does squirrels take a little rock at the tree? And the skunk size of coon. This one that we had here that had the babies, she was huge. I mean, she was bigger than our dog. And our dog's not a very big dog. Kind of looks like a little small basset hound when you first look at it. Oh, it is beautiful. Then we went to Bear Lake, where it looks like the bear prints. If you look, take a little overview, it literally looks like the bear just stepped into the mountains. That place is gorgeous. That was my spot. I loved that place. There was just something about that area just made me feel right up. I didn't want to leave. They had my new wife had a hard time getting me to leave because I was even offered a job. I would have stayed, but she wanted to go back. I didn't care for Denver too much. I mean, Denver was okay because we got lost in Denver because we drove out and we got lost in Denver, and that was an interesting situation. But I wasn't a big fan of Boulder. I mean, it was all right. You could tell it's a campus town. But it was so much different than hanging around campus down here at OSU, Ohio State. Yeah, Bear Lake. Bear Lake, it is. It's homey. Yeah, it is just so beautiful there. And we went, and it was like all the trout were in motion, and there was this stream you could literally reach down and grab the trout. It was just amazing. The water was crystal clear. I slept in my car in a small town in northern Vermont. Is that what BT Saturday night? I had the windows partially rolled down, and I think a skunk probably. Usually, you got to scare them though to get them to. So either like a loud noise or a thump. If they get scared, that's when they spray. But most of the time, they don't spray unless they're spooked. Love you, Ghost. Going to run. You take care. It smells. Yeah, go inside. You take care. Thank you for hanging out, Shelly. You have a good night. Hope to see you on the flip side. Have a good week, okay? And once again, thank you very much. I love you too. You just be safe out there. I always tell everybody that though. Yeah, I was just breathtaking by Bear Lake. It was just too gorgeous. It's possible. That is highly possible. You got to figure they probably have the best stuff. Hold on one sec. Much better. Yeah, sleep well, Shelly. Thanks for hanging. Imagine the size. No doubt. I'm trying to be careful because I have to watch what I say. I don't think she'll get in trouble. Just be careful. But yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. That's why I'm being more careful what I'm saying. They're going to be listening more to me than what. So it always cracks me up because it does seem like YouTube does scan the chat too at times. Squirrel Bob Juju tells his story up. Stir up, or he wants some nuts. Oops. No, you're good, dude. You're all good. You didn't say anything bad. It's just I'm extra careful anyways, New England, just because it's Gemma's channel. She's worked so hard. And I don't want to work with it, But you didn't say anything out of. I just want to I do that just so people don't get too carried away. All good. All good. You're all good, sir. So, like I said, a lot of times I'll jump in like that, only just to kind of keep it from getting carried away. And YouTube, I'm just, this is just some crazy. Though I have to say, and I'm going to have to tell Gemma, she was having problems with certain of her shorts being copyrighted. I fought 3 copyrights and run them all. And that was without having to do anything. So I'm going to show her how to do it so she can post the stuff that she posts on TikTok, because she doesn't post everything here because YouTube is so picky. Squirrel mugged me for my peanuts. I was eating a bag of them walking to the park. I've heard that happen too. And what's worse than the squirrels are the damn seagulls. Even here in Central Ohio, they come in, they get kind of blown in here, or they travel from the lake. And man, those things are just greedy. I mean, you can't even get. I was watching this kid. We were down on spring break in Florida, and every time this kid started to put a handful of French fries in his mouth, he was immediately attacked. I saw it running across the lawn, and it was actually leading me out. That's funny. I was mugged by a seagull too. Yeah, those guys are nuts. The seagulls are just so bad. Everybody says pigeons are, but a lot of them won't bother you unless you're throwing food down, or you see the people feeding the pigeons. But gulls and Skunks, they're not afraid to approach you for food either. But squirrels are crazy. Yeah, they are. We have this one, I call him Tubby. He's kind of interesting. It looked like he had a fight with another squirrel because half his tail's gone. And, man, he's a character. We have a bird, like a birdhouse that's kind of, I just let it sit on a tree because it was old. I couldn't get it off the tree. And he sits on it. It's like his box or something. He just sits on it all the time, watches over everything. First time I saw him, I thought, Dad, we have like a ceramic squirrel just sitting. And I thought Dad had put it in the box. And then I realized it was a real squirrel. And he sits there all the time. I once saw a dog with a snout full of, oh man, and you know that had to hurt. That puppy was not a happy. I guarantee it. Thanks, YouTube minions. The puzzle commercials are much better. Now I got YouTube Prime because I got the TV, and it's not bad. But anyways, before I got that, I was getting some pretty risque commercials. I was like, holy crap. It's like every so often I have to be careful on Facebook with Dad watching over me because I get these ads and it's like, when did we start showing porn on Facebook? It's like, holy crap. I mean, and YouTube's so weird now. And I think she wants to go over to, we got to sit down and talk. She'll want to get her used to doing Rumble. She's a lot freer over there. There's a couple other ones that you can stream all at the same time. So may do that and figure it all out. I've got most of the live streaming over there figured out. It's just yet. She'll have to make like a starting piece. Ooh, excuse me again. Yeah, I figured you would have got quiet. New England, thanks for hanging out, bud. I appreciate it. You have a good night. Get some rest. Have a good day tomorrow and a good week, okay? I do appreciate you hanging out. That was cool. Yes, I did hear what Roadblocks did. I don't even want to go to there because Roadblocks is up a crack. I mean, they're going to destroy it because that place. Really, New England, have a good night, sir. I really do appreciate you hanging out with us. You always joke about us being up so late. And I think this is the latest. Well, you've been around later than that. There's a Roadblocks went after this guy that used to talk Roadblocks and he was catching predators. I got to be careful what I say. And Roadblocks blocked him because he was actually busting people and everybody's fighting for him. And then Roadblocks decided they were going to do a couple of things that weren't cool. You can find all the information. I don't want to go into it because it's kind of touchy, but yeah, go look into it, New England. It's crazy. And a lot of people are boycotting Roadblocks big time because of what they did. It's like they're protecting certain people. And some of their staff has been tagged too. Yeah, it's disgusting. It is disgusting. And shameful. Roblox is a game. It's like you walk around. It's like Minecraft, kind of like, right? I've played Minecraft a little bit, but I've never played Roblox. But it's pretty much kind of like the same thing, right? It's basically like big light blocks or something. You build stuff with it. It's a famous kid. It's been around a while. That and Minecraft both have been around for like ever. It's a big kids game. A lot of young kids play. A lot of young kids play both Ghost games. But Roblox has always had a bad kind of reputation for their chat rooms and stuff being kind of a problem, as one might say. You don't know what Minecraft is either? Yeah, it's you interact with other players. You can play alone and play privately, but yeah, you have like a live world going on. Yeah. And you can go into rooms or go into other people's areas and stuff like that. Yeah. It's open. It's all open player thing. Yeah. Yeah, go check it out. Just go Google it while you're laying in bed. Minecraft and Roblox. They probably explain it better. And I'm starting to have issues talking now. But yeah, they've been around for like ever, New England. I don't know if Chris is still in here because Chris probably tell you how long they've been around, but it's been a while. They've been around for a while. And they all started off as big kid games, and then a lot of the YouTubers and stuff played it, both of those. But Roblox has always had a bad kind of reputation for certain things, not really securing sites and protecting children, as one might say. I work with turn teams, and I help the kids that have been saved from. I would go to jail if that bad people were removed before. I totally agree with you, Bounty. Oh, and there's like a chat screen, and there's like, yeah, basically yes. You can talk to each other and have chat and all that. Yes, and you work on building stuff and roaming from one world to another, kind of like all the other games. But they've just been around a long time. And Roblox is probably the worst about it. Minecraft, not so much. You hear about stuff on Minecraft, but it's way worse on Roblox because Roblox is a lot of younger kids. The game actually shows some inappropriate actions for the kids to perform as part of the game, and that is true too. I've heard that. Yeah, some of these gaming companies have really bummed me out. It's just like GTA 6, all these people waiting for it to come out. And I hate to tell them when it comes out, it's probably going to be crap. They are really awesome games for kids. Yeah, they are, but they don't keep them safe for kids. Those people show up, and it's sad. It's sad. They flock to those games. It's like, have you heard about that? Was it Disney had that penguin game for kids, and they were having the same problem. Even I think I had a cartoon on YouTube, but it was a game kids could play called Penguin something, Penguin Home or whatever. And it got really bad. They had to shut it down. Yeah, it's not good. You got to watch your kids and what they're playing and who they're talking to. There's no doubt about it. I heard a conspiracy about GTA 6 that the game uses its employees as a sleep to play NPC in the game. Are you serious? It wouldn't surprise me if you hear something crazy like that. God knows who knows. Yeah, probably remember. Yeah. I figured you would. But yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Those games, some of these games, I'm just, and it's pretty sad because, I watch my son who loves Call of Duty and still plays, but everybody's saying Battlefield is so much better now. It's like they flopped. They switched position. I don't have a problem with games, having certain things, but yeah, it's like they force you on it, and it's that takes away from the game experience. We care about that. We want us to go have fun, like in Doom, and I just run around killing demons. I got to get my Godzilla back because I love playing my Godzilla for PlayStation 4 too. Somebody borrowed it, and I never got it back, so now I got to find a new copy of it. It's really hard to find. They want money for it, and I'm not going to pay a ton of money for it. I always love playing healer classes. Yeah, see, you're like, that's Dungeons and Dragons, and what's the other one? Warcraft, World of Warcraft. Yeah, I used to love World of Warcraft. I used to play Dungeons and Dragons back in the day, and bless Chris Jarvis sent me a bunch of stuff. I'm almost tempted once I get things situated. I may try to find a room somewhere and get in and play. Not that you can do it online. Tank was too much work. The early classes. But GTA, I think a lot of people are going to disappoint it. It's like the only game that there's been a couple games that have come out that I really enjoyed. But I will always love my Doom as long as they keep doing what they're doing with the Dooms. And Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat's only gotten better over the years. Wow. And D&D, now my grandson is into the Warhammer. Yes. My son was into Warhammer for a short bit, but then he started playing baseball and golf and stuff. So, and I never, that's a newer game, right? I think, heck, I was playing Dungeons and Dragons when it started getting big back in the day. Okay, now I'm off to bed. Yeah. Yeah, New England, just pull up the Roadblocks controversy and it will show you what the game looks like. And you can go look between the two. But it's messed up, dude. You have a good week, dude. Maybe you're swinging aside. I mean, Wednesday night. I don't think Gemma's streaming this Friday. We'll have to wait and see because she was streaming every other week. But we'll leave that up to her. She's the boss. Now, she does have a video, I believe, coming out tomorrow night at 10. I don't know if she's posted it yet. Let me check real quick. I don't know if she has or not. I know she has one coming out at 10 tomorrow. Let me see. Oh, no, she's live right now. Nope, not yet. She doesn't have posted yet. But keep your eyes open for her 10 p.m. premiere Eastern time. You have a good one, New England. Take care of yourself. You know what, ladies? I think I'm going to go ahead and call it since everybody's kind of getting quiet. And it's 12:18 and I went over 12 o'clock. Folks, you have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, folks, for my birthday. The last couple hours of my birthday. You guys have a wonderful week. I hope to see you Wednesday night. I'll be here at 11. Doing basically the same thing we're doing right now. I don't know why I call it spooky time. I guess it's just because of the time. And I'll see you folks at 11 Wednesday night and probably tomorrow night for Gemma's premiere at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Folks, you have a wonderful week if I don't see you those 2 days. And have a beautiful week. Thank you so much. And that's another thing. Thank you all for the birthday wishes. Thank you, Bounty, Vixen. Yeah, you'll probably hear from me. I'll probably try to get it in the mail. I put this receipt in a car and I forget to get it out. So I'll get you your tracking number and we'll get you taken care of. I appreciate you trying to send those pies. Bless your heart. My dad felt so bad. We both tried so hard to fix that so you get your money back. But anyways, have a good Tuesday too. And much love to you all. And I'll see you on the flip side. Yeah, I'm ready to go nibble now. You guys, I've been thinking about food. So good night, folks. Love you all. Thanks for hanging. I appreciate all the birthday wishes. I really do. It meant a lot. And I'll see you guys soon. Take care.